Okay, back again with Modern Monday. This time we are playing Amulet Titan. Finally getting this back on Modern Mondays after doing it mostly on RCQ Prepping during the Modern season. This week I am just playing the uh, Nathan of the Nathan of the Giltleaf list that he won a event with. That event was a Modern 64 challenge. So pretty stock list other than 4 explorers plus 2 malevolent rumbles. Most lists that I was looking at before only played one or the other, especially not in increments of 6 between the two. So that's like really the only big difference of like the normal list in the main deck. Down escape shift. Um, oh, and no alternate win condition, just the Primeval Titan and the Aftermath Analyst loop. And then sideboard-wise, 3 Dismembers, 3 Defense Grids, 2 Vexing Baubles, 1 Aether Spellbomb, 1 Bajuka Bog, and then a Green Sun, 2 Green Sun Zenith, along with 3 creatures for the package of 6 Collector Oof and Elvish Reclaimer. So with that, we'll get right into the matches. Okay, here with match number 1. This is a fine hand to keep. We get to start off on a Saga into an Amulet, and then Forest. Explore turn 2. So we'll keep this. Adjust my volume a little bit. They start off with a mountain. And we will just pass through their turn. We'll get a Ghost Saga. Amulet. And say go. They pay 2 for a Rouse, so this is Storm. So we have to be wary of just dying next turn. So Forest, Explore, Simic Growth Chamber, untap, bounce the Forest, say go. And the next turn we have 3 for the Titan, and then we'll have 2 Amulets. They Rens Resolve. I don't want to 6 through their turn because I do want to be able to maybe Beseju a Ruby Medine if they play it. They hit a Ritual and an Elegant Parlor, so they will have land number 3 along with a more mana to churn through their deck. They Metamorphose. They probably Pyretic Ritual here. They play Wooded Foothills from hand. Reckless Impulse. So they are up to 3 right now. And they hit more cards to keep churning through their deck. Pyretic Ritual. Rens Resolve. They're up to 5. They hit lands. And I think I think the correct line for them is to fetch here. In response to this Reckless Impulse. They hit a Past in Flames. With not enough mana to cast it. Which means we do get the option to maybe go for it on our turn. They fetch. So going into sideboard wise, we want the Bajuka Bog and the Bajuka Bog, the Reclaimer, and maybe the Vexing Baubles. So yeah, I have no problem just passing the turn back to myself. We'll go get another Amulet, and then we just get a Titan off here. start strip mining their lands. So we'll float in response. Go get an amulet. Float 2. Lotus Field. Untap. Tap. Untap. Tap. Sack the 2 lands. Play Titan. So this we go get Teleria West. Simic Growth Chamber that makes 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 3 for Pact. Yep, this should just be lethal here. So we'll get to untap, tap, untap, tap. Leave that untapped so I don't accidentally bounce it. Transmute for Pact, Pact for Analyst, Analyst. Mill 3 more. Crack Analyst. So Lotus Field last. Simic Growth Chamber. None of these matter the order that they are in as long as I make sure to click them. Blue. Bounce Teleria West, sack Lotus Field, Simic Growth Chamber, transmute Teleria West, get a Pact, Pact for Titan, Titan, get Shifting Woodlands, Mirror Pool. Again, these orders don't matter. Untap. Tap. Untap. Untap. Tap. Untap. Tap. Copy a Titan. Go get Lotus Field. Hanor Battlements. This one matters slightly. And I've even messed up the order, which is fine because I'm going to have to do it. I'm going to have to do it multiple times anyway, so... Haste the Titan. Sack these 2. Doesn't matter. Shifting Woodlands. Get Aftermath Analyst. Crack the Analyst. Lotus Field's last. Simic Growth Chamber. Yeah, we just have them here because now we got to give the other 2 Titans haste, and that's just lethal. Sideboard wise, like I just said, I think I want the Bajuka Bog, the Elvish Reclaimer, and get on Escape Shift, go down a Vestige. So I could bring in like Vexing Bauble to... That just really only hits the RAL though. If members hit the RAL too. I don't think they're on the version that plays VV, so Dismember's not as great. We'll run it like this. I don't think we really have anything that we care for defense grid for. This is another great hand, so we will keep. They play Gemstone Caverns, not the greatest turn 1 play. We will play our Saga into Amulet. Say go. And then here we have a few different options. Vesuva copy the Saga. If they fetch now, we can Echoing Deeps copy the Wooded Foothills. Fetch. We can also just Vesuva copy Wooded Foothills. Untap it. Fetch. Get a forest. Explore. Simic Growth Chamber. Untap. Bounce the forest. Malevolent Rumble. At this point, I want to keep the Analyst until we can do both in the same turn. Take the Lotus Field. And say go. And now we are threatening to kill them next turn with the same line that we had, basically. The same line that we had last game. The Elegant Parlor. And they have to kill us next turn. Or we just get the same line. I mean, even better this time because we don't have to pact right away. They do nothing and pass back. So we float a white, or a colorless. Get an Amulet. Tap. Untap. Green. Untap. Green. Stack the 2 lands. Titan. Go get woodland, shifting woodlands, and we have 3, 4, 5. So we need to be able to make 6 mana. So 3, 4, 5. Even went to yeah, shifting woodlands, Gruul Turf. Just make the most mana we can. Untap. See what they have here, because they're not passing priority back. I think they have something, because they're not just letting us go. Bounce the Gruul Turf back to our hand. Play the Analyst. Mill 3. They tap a colorless and a red to Metamorphose to make white to play Kicked Orange Chant. Okay. I mean, I can't cast any more spells. It doesn't stop me from doing this. Copy Elegant Parlor with Vesuva. Lotus Field. Growth Chamber. Crumbling Vestige. And all of these triggers. It doesn't stop me from going to get the last pact. Graveyard Odawara. Um, yeah, basically what I gotta do here is make a bunch of mana. Sift through till I find a Beseiju, and then strip mine them until they're down to just basics. Make a green. Bounce Teleria West. Sack these two. Transmute Teleria West. Get Beseiju. Beseiju their gemstone. Copy Aftermath Analyst. Crack Aftermath Analyst. Bring these back. Copy Elegant Parlor. Yeah, so like right now I get to just kind of go through this loop making mana. I make enough mana that every time I can activate this again. Put Bog into the yard. I guess they got the basic mountain already, so I think they're just playing around this line. So I think we actually just leave up a bunch of mana here. Aftermath Analyst. Crack Analyst. Vasuva copy Elegant Parlor. Bajuka Bog them. Lotus Field, Elegant Parlor. So basically just do this until I find a bounce land. And then from there, we don't care. Once we get the bounce land, we do it like 1 or 2 more times. Oh, there's the bounce land. Sack Vasuva, Lotus Field, exile their yard. So this time I want to leave up mana to be able to... Or I just keep doing it. Honestly, it doesn't really matter. Copy Elegant Parlor. Lotus Field. Rule Turf. Elegant Parlor. Doesn't matter the order. So this time I'm just going to leave lands untapped after tapping them the first time. Other than the 2 that I'm going to sack. Which I think this time is actually going to be Bajuka Bog, Teleria West. Because I can, or I think I actually sack the Bajuka Bog and the Vasuva. Because Vasuva then can come back as a copy of Lotus Field next turn. And we bounce the Odawara. Surveil into the graveyard. Bajuka Bug. Ah, I meant to. Well. Yeah. Fuck, we'll just say go. I don't think they can kill us this turn. I meant to bounce the Odawara. I'm putting him on kill us this turn. But I'm also then saving clock too for if I had to play a game 3. They played Bloodstained Mire. They cracked the Bloodstained Mire. Mountain onto the battlefield. Double red. Ruby Medallion. Am I just going to get punished by not putting the right thing into my hand? Grape Shot Ruby Medallion. Reckless Impulse. They are out of mana. Manamorphose. Okay, no mana spell off this. Oh, okay. They Manamorphose. They hit 2 more rituals, so I'm getting a little punished because I should have been able to bounce the medallion there. Or Beseiju it. Either one would have been fine. Question is, can they hit 12? Or not 12, 19. 18 Storm. And if this is a Past in Flames, we are just dead. They resolve, there is a chance that we survive. They play another Ruby Medallion. This is probably just going to be the Grape Shot here. Kill the Titan and my spawn. Which is fine because I have double packed in my hand that I can just go find another Titan. Yeah. This is Grape Shot all towards me. Which is fine as long as the last card in their hand is not a second Grape Shot. Which I don't, or it could be Wish Grape Shot. Or Past in Flames Grape Shot. There's a few options for what it could be that would kill me immediately. But they do just pass back, so and our thing ticks up to 2, and we just get to win here. So we cast Summoner's Pact, get Titan, play Titan. Go find Mirror Pool, Simic Growth Chamber, float, so that I actually tap right this time. Bounce Odawara. Copy the Titan. Make sure to leave as much green as possible. Go find Lotus Field. Crumbling Vestige. Lotus Field Blast. All these other triggers first. Untap, tap, untap, tap, untap. Green. Untap. Red. Give one of these Titans haste. Make another red. Sack. Lotus Field, Hanwar Battlements. Crack this to get back. Aftermath Analyst. We'll use the spawn. Yeah. Yeah, so when we get back, we haste the other Titan and swing for lethal. Yeah. Theoretically, we could have just kept bouncing, left Odoar up, and just prevented them from doing any of that in the first place. But I misclicked, so... But we didn't get punished for it, so on to match number 2, going 1-0 into the next match. Okay, back here with match number 2, starting off on the play. Little bit of a slow hand, so we will mulligan. We can keep this hand. Bottom mirror pull. So we start off with forests, they go, and Gruul Turf, and then Spelunking the following turn. Put this on 4 mana with the possibility to go up to 7. Although seeing they got a forest, we could have kept the first hand. So we float a... it doesn't even matter. We bounce the forest, say go. Next turn we Spelunking into play forest, Spelunking, Simic Growth Chamber. A Malevolent Rumble. Curious what it is with Springleaf Drum. Oh, this is Scales. Look at the Eldrazi Scales because they milled a Karn Walking Ballista. They play another Malevolent Rumble. Yeah, this is definitely Eldrazi Scales. They put a Grove of the Burnwell into their hand. So we will Spelunking. See what we draw off the Spelunking. A forest. Simic Growth Chamber into play. Yes, enter untapped. Bounce the forest. Say go. Next turn we have the option to play another Spelunking if we don't find anything. Ideally we find a Titan. And we're just going to go Lotus Field into the Titan loops. But we don't always get the ideal hands. Oh, okay. Yeah, this is like the Brood Scale. Okay. It is the Eldrazi Brood Scale. Not Scales. We draw a Titan. So we get to go Lotus Field, untapped, make green, sack, Growth Chamber, Lotus Field, Titan. Then we get Hanor Battlements, Crumbling Vestige, Hanor Battlements, yeah, if we get the Vestige, because if we get Lotus Field, Echoing Deeps, that gets us to 6. Transmute puts us to 4, which is not enough. So I kind of went for it a little too early. But if we get the Shifting Woodlands, yes, have an enter untapped. Give the Titan haste. Then we go to combat. Swing. We will say yes. We get Lotus Field, Saga. Say yes to both these coming into play untapped. Sack the 2 lands here. Hit them for 6 down to 12. Make triple blue, green, colorless. Use the colorless and a green. Actually, I should have left. I should leave the Seiju up, actually. 1, 2. Yeah, there's not a way I can leave the Seiju up anymore. Actually, I just have to Beseiju. I have to Beseiju this now. I should have made green, and then I could have rumbled, and then Beseiju that still. Definitely jumped the gun with going off. But we're still set up in a way that next turn we can transmute, play Analyst, and be short on mana to actually activate it, or we can just rumble and make a construct. Or no, we wouldn't be short if we get to swing first. As long as our Titan lives 1 turn to be able to swing. You look beautiful. And we're still waiting for our opponent to decide what they're doing in response to Beseiju. Oh, they lost connection to the game. Okay, I missed that. So, maybe they'll rejoin. Maybe it'll be a free win. We will cut back to this once that's figured out. Okay, and they lost connection, so we got the free win. So we're up 2-0. I think that was a decent match. So, or decent in our favor, especially post sideboard, because we got to bring in a lot of stuff to prevent them from comboing off. So, we'll get on to match number 3. Okay, here with match number 3, starting off on the draw. This hand is too slow. This hand is faster. We are missing a dedicated green source. But we'll put the bottom one of the Malevolent Rumbles and hope to hit it off the Explorer. And we're playing up against another Amulet deck. So we will play Mirror Pool tapped and say go. So I think we play Rumble first because it looks at more cards. But that may not matter because we might just be getting out-tightened. That's another thing. This list does not play Cave. So we'll green. Green, Malevolent Rumble. We will take Amulet of Vigor. Say go. Because now we can play Amulet, play Echoing Deeps to copy the Simic Growth Chamber, and then explore. But again, we may just... Oh, our opponent is also having trouble hitting green. So we may get bailed out. So we're going to play Amulet first. Then we'll play Crumbling Vestige, or Vestige. Untap it. Make a green. Play Eraser. Put Echoing Deeps into play. Copy Simic Growth Chamber. Untap, tap. Tap one of the vestiges. Bounce it back to hand. So we are one short this turn of being able to go off. We will play the vestige again and keep the growth chamber in hand just to diversify our green sources. Play Spelunking. Put Simic Growth Chamber in hand. Untapped. Bounce Crumbling Vestige. Play the other Amulet. Say go. So now we should have an easy win here. Assuming that we get the turn back. They play a green, but I think this will be too late. Unless this is like Lotus Field into Titan. No. And yeah, it's just going to be too late for them. So we can tap for 6. Play Titan. Yeah. So we go get Crumbling Vestige, Lotus Field, make a bunch of mana, copy the Titan, go get Shifting Woodland, or Tolera West, Bounce Land, and then we get a combo off. So going into the mirror match, I like Bajuka Bog, and I like Reclaimer. The same package that we brought in for for match number 1. Otherwise, Vexing Bauble is not horrible. I do actually like Vexing Bauble because it shuts off the Summoner's Pack lines. I do like Aether Spellbomb. And I kind of like the Dismembers, but not that much. So I'm just going to run it like... Take Escape Shift out and run it like this. If you take an... I'm going to... Game 3, we're going to take an Explorer out too. If I didn't click it in that one. Yeah, we did not click it, so... we can keep this. So we get to go... They play an Amulet. So we get to go Besage you untapped. Grazer. Crumbling Vestige. Make a green Vexing Bauble. Say go. So with this setup, we're hoping to just prevent them from comboing off with the packed Summoner's Packs. Otherwise, Vexing Bauble really doesn't hit much other than it says draw a card. They will have double Amulet going into turn 3, so we do have to be a little scared of that. We draw a... so we will Malevolent Rumble to start. We'll put a Urza Saga into hand. Play Saga. Say go. Then we have the option at the end of their turn to crack the Bauble if we want. Probably not, though. Kind of just want to shut out as many other outs as we can to hopefully get to a turn 3. They play a Gruul Turf, which will be short unless they have the Grazer. They explore. Oh, that does it too. The Explorer. We would love an Amulet of our own here. They play a Titan. They get to give it a haste. Actually, they just have the win here. Right? Because they get 2 lands, which will make a lot. Copy Titan. Go get 2 more lands. Yeah. Just make sure they see the line. Yeah, just making sure they see the line before we concede. But like sideboard wise, yep, Simic Growth Chamber, Crumbling Vestige. They get to make a bunch. Copy Titan. In response to, let's just make sure they do it in response to what. Oh no, wait, we have the Summoners Pack line shut off, so they can't go get Grazer. But then again, we also really aren't doing much other than surviving. Yep, they get to get Titan. Get 2 more lands. Is there a way for us to get back into it? We can play Gruul Turf. I mean, there's got to be a way for us to get back into it. So in our turn, we get to go with 4 mana right now, plus a land drop. So if we draw specifically Amulet, we go Amulet, Gruul Turf, sack all of our lands, get... It'd only be 3 lands, though. We just get like triple bounce land, or Lotus Field 2 bounce lands. Play Titan. Actually, we get triple Lotus Field. Play, or double Lotus Field bounce land. Then off the yeah, I think that's the line actually. Assuming they don't just kill us this turn, which I think they're gonna struggle to do. So I actually should set a stop at their end step instead of in the middle. Yeah, set it. So they get to give one of the Titans haste. We block. Their end step then. Yeah, I think right now we are surviving. I give 2 Titans haste, yeah. Right now we do survive. Then from there we have to kind of build our win up by cracking the bauble during their end step and hoping that we draw an amulet in one of 2 draw steps. And from there we have really janky try to find a win where we're swinging back for more than they just did. So we block. Yeah, so we block one of these just to minimize the damage and get another card type in our yard. Oh, they get Otawara and Bounce Land. How does that change the math? So, stop my stop, because they're going to try to Visage you my Vexing Bauble, I think. Yeah, so they're gonna have Otawara and Vexing, or Otawara and Beseiju up. So they could Otawara the Vexing Bauble, have 6 mana and play another Titan. Okay, Otawara Saga, yeah. In that case, I think we are just short. We'll play it out at this point. I should have tapped that for mana. We'll block. They tap 4. Scape shift. Yeah, that's just game. So we'll go to game number 3. And I think we just run it back. We can run an explore and run it back. I think I'm fine with everything else in the deck. And we'll be on the play. We can keep this. Just try to power through this one. So we had to go Saga go, Beseiju, Elvish Reclaimer go. They have Amulet both times. Yeah, we'll just Beseiju the Amulet now. Put him up 1 mana, but because then we gotta go Splunking. Okay, they play an Aftermath Analyst and then a Hanwar Battlement, so we draw a Growth Chamber, we'll float 1. Go get the Amulet. Play Gruul Turf. So we have 4 mana now, but we only get 1 land. Bounce the Forest. Play the Splunking. Play Forest. Malevolent Rumble. Take Grazer. Say go. They get to go find an Amulet, and we just basically hope they can't win from here. If we get the turn back, I think we just easily have the win here. Because we gotta go Growth Chamber, Razor, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, down to 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, Scape Shift. Or no. We gotta go 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 5, 6, Scape Shift, get Lotus Field, Bounce Land, Tolaria West. So that is 2, 5, 6, 7, 8. Transmute. I don't know. We might be one short. We may be one short, and all said and done. They sack the analyst, get their lands back. They'll get the Otawara back with a blue. So you could bounce like Amulet or Splunking or the Saga token or the Spawn token. The Spawn token's probably the best because we really only end up one land here, and we really need to be up more than one. Oh, actually, they're just going to play a Titan here. And... oh, Cultivator Colossus. Okay. Yeah. So, with... 1, 2, 3... 1, 2, 3, 4... play Scape Shift. Yeah, I think we're just dead here. I mean, they do bounce a lot of lands. But, they can... I'm not sure if we win here or not, or if they win here or not, so... let a dead space here in my commentary of the game, but just trying to do them because they have a lot of mana and it's 6 cards in their hand. So actually, they get to just remove both of my things with the Viseju and the Otawara. So I think I just lose if they see that line. Kind of just make sure they see that line first. I mean, the Viseju one, they Otawara the other. We have 3 to replay it. Bounce land. Because the ideal would be, I think, their best plan is bounce Splunking Viseju the Amulet. So we have 4, 5. Replay it down to 2, 4, 5, 6. And then maybe... sorry, 7, because we have the one from the Spawn token. But actually, this is probably just go get Mirror Pool. If they show Mirror Pool plus other land here, yeah, we're just going to concede, because at this point they get to go find whatever they want with the Cultivator Colossus. So, unfortunate end to that, but still 2-1, so we'll get into the next match, and hopefully that one goes better. Okay, starting off match number 4 here on the draw. No green land, but we will keep this because we do have double Amulet into... or we do have double Saga. So finding an Amulet, or finding a green source, which we did find, was our only hiccup here. So they play Underground Mortuary. We get to play Double saga is what I was trying to say. We could have explored first and then saga, but we're not really doing anything, so I kind of just want to hold this to explore for next turn to be able to actually play the Titan. They impending and Overlord, probably getting the Bowmasters back, or the Boggart Trawler maybe if they need a land. They play Overgrown Tomb tapped. So we uptick both of these. Float a mana off of this one. Go find Amulet. Tap this one for mana. Simic Growth Chamber. And I think we just have a kill here. I don't think there's anything that can mess us up from this black deck. Explore. Simic Growth Chamber. Untap, tap, untap, tap, bounce, the Growth Chamber, Titan, go get, yeah, we get Lotus Field. So going into this matchup against Mono Black, or Black Green, I think the only thing I really want are these Dismembers, maybe. Yeah, I think just the Dismembers, and I'm just gonna stay with the rest of my list the same. Okay, starting off on the draw again, we can keep this. Got some ways to dig for an amulet, or dig for a win condition. Forest, amulet, go. Next turn we get Gruul Turf. Yeah, they take a Splunking, or the Grazer maybe. They take the Splunking. What does this Crypt do? Crypt of Agadeem. It makes mana based on the number of black creatures in the yard. So we Gruul Turf, untap, tap the Gruul Turf, bounce the Forest, Splunking, play Forest, Grazer, Saga, say go, and now next turn we will have 4 lands to Scapeshift. Or we can just play Gruul Turf, bounce the Forest, and then have 3 lands the following turn with 2 amulets. They play Liliana the Last Hope, mill some cards, and return a creature. And it's not from among those cards. That is, yeah. Return a creature from your graveyard to your hand. So they can get Sephira. So can we just win here? So we have 4, 5, 6. We spend 2. Or we go down to 2, playing Scapeshift. Then we can get 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, let's just go for it. Yes. Make a green. 1, 2. So I don't. We should be playing around Endurance. But. So we Scapeshift. I think they're F6 though, so we should be fine to sack all 4 lands. Get Lotus Field. Lotus Field. Bounce land. Teleria West. Yes to all these because we only have 1 amulet. Make sure we stack the Lotus Field triggers last. Bounce the Teleria West. I clicked the Teleria West. I think we're just too far out of it at that point then. Having no lands, only bounce lands in play. I very clearly clicked the Teleria West. Yes, I will play. Yes, we can keep this hand. And Forest, Amulet. They go. Next turn we have Explore or Grazer, because they can't Thoughtseize both of them on turn 1. Actually, we just have both of them. Yep. So, Gruul Turf. Untap, bounce the Forest. Explore. Leaving a green. Forest. Grazer. Gruul Turf. Bounce the Forest. Okay, they play Stitcher Supplier. Okay, so yeah, we played the second Grazer just to get the lands down, and then now we are just trying to find something to do with our mana. Because we have enough mana that we can do anything in our deck if we find it. Maybe Green Sun Zenith was like worth bringing in, but that, yeah, I don't know if it was worth bringing Green Sun Zenith in or not, just to be extra copies to go find Titans. They tap 3 black. Is this a War and Soul Trader? So we do need to find something. A Titan, which with the Amulet should just be game. So we play Titan. We go get Hanor Battlements, Crumbling Vestige. We get to untap our stuff. Make a red. Give Titan haste. Go to combat. Swing with Titan. Swing with Titan. Go search. Find Teleria West. Simic Growth Chamber Otawara. Can I unselect Simic Growth Chamber Otawara? I don't know why it's being so laggy with letting me make selections. Untap, tap, untap. Bounce the Otawara. Pay to bounce the Soul Trader. And next turn we should be able to, because we'll have all our lands untapped, we can go find Pact and then Pact for we swing with Titan, Pact, and then set up a board that should be very hard for them to deal with. They play War and Soul Trader, they play Gravecrawler. So they unearth Sephiroth, which flips. Yeah, this is actually just infinite. Because they'll. Yep. So game 2 misclicking. I think we actually probably had game 2 in this match, but we misclicked and that butchered our chance of going off. So. because they flip Sephiroth into Sephiroth the Winged One, and then we get drained infinitely while they stay at 9 life. So yeah, if we could have set up that we did more, because I didn't play my land drop either that turn, so we could have played this, had more mana untapped. I don't think there's much game 2 or game 3 we could have done. Game 2 was really where we butchered it. But we'll get into the last match and then wrap up, hopefully 3-3. Okay, game 5 here, starting off on the play, or match 5, starting off on the play. Need a green source, but double Amulet. A turn 3 double Amulet turn seems too good to pass up, even if we just have to use both the Lotus Field up. So, land, trigger, and then play Amulet. Say go. And then see what our opponent is doing. They're going to Thoughtseize us. Yep. So they probably take Titan, and then we'll just have to dig for another Titan. But I'm going to wait to do that until we hit the second Amulet, because then we'll have 2 ways to go dig. Or we just hit the Malevolent Rumble, and we get to find Vesuva. They go. This could be Blink, which we have to be worried about them strip mining our Saga, but currently, it wouldn't be strip mining, it'd be ghost quartering our Saga by playing the Priest, or not the Priest, the or Phantom of the White Orchid, or whatever the 2-mana ghost quarter is. They get a swamp though, so we dodge that. They impend the Overlord. They get back nothing. Right, they got back nothing there. We will load a man off Saga. Go searching for another Amulet. We'll play the Explore. Determine if we are going to have a setup turn or a go for it turn. Figure out that we are going to have a setup turn. Play Vesuva, copying the Saga. And we're just going to go big on these Sagas. We have nothing worth Thoughtseizing in our hand. We do have to be worried about Wrath Disguise, so actually I probably shouldn't have gone big on the Sagas, but it's too late. Yeah, because they milled 4. Yep, so they didn't hit anything. And we're going to pass back to them. And we can play Lotus Field the following turn if we hit something. If not, we can just play Simic Growth Chamber and make 2 constructs. Simic Growth Chamber and Grazer to make 2 constructs. They play Shadowy Backstreet, so we dodge a Wrath Disguise. Now we desperately need to find Flare West or Pact. They play Relic, so we no longer have the option to so we do this. Untap. Tab it. Untap. Make a construct. Make a construct. Bounce the forest back to our hand. Play a grazer just to get the forest back out, because we don't want to. I don't want to fall too behind on the amount of lands we have that if they wipe the board with a rat disguise, so that we end up with like having to replay a bunch of lands. And then next turn, these constructs kind of become huge. They black the Fatal Push one of them. That's fine. They Thought Seize us. They get to take a Grazer. So this construct would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It'd be a 7/7. So we'll get a hit them for half their life total once they fetch. So in response, we'll make 2 constructs. And then I'm just going to hold this Splunking in hand. And then swing for 7. Because Splunking lets us rebuild if they do have a Rat Disguise for 1. Alright, so they untap with a lot of mana. And they pass the turn back. Not sure what they can play at instant speed here that I should be worried about. So we'll go to combat. Attack. This could be a Solitude. Yeah, hardcast Solitude. Exile one of the constructs. I'll gain 7. And then hit them for 6. And they'll go down to 2. We'll play the Splunking. Put this Crumbling Vestige into play. Say yes. Just so I don't have to tap through all the triggers. And then next turn we have Scapeshift. Or actually, even this turn, I just have Scapeshift, Strip Mine them into Oblivion. So say no. We'll just untap this a bunch. Untap, tap, untap, tap blue, untap, tap for green, untap, tap for blue, tap this colorless. Sack the 2 lands, Scapeshift, the 2 lands away, get Teleria West, Simic Growth Chamber, say no to both these, and get the ton of untapped triggers. Untap, tap. See, this is like one of the times where I really like playing the Valakut version because we can just go get the Valakut to finish them off when they're at 3. But right now, instead, we have the Transmute Teleria West line of just bounce all their stuff. So we get Summoner's Pact, for, what do I have? Oh, okay, we don't have the Mirror Pool line, and Aftermath Analyst, mill 3 more cards. Crack this. Oh, we actually don't even have to go get a Titan anymore. So we have Basuva enter as a copy of Hallowed Fountain. I meant to hit the meticulous archive, not the hollowed fountain. And we have a ton of things. So Lotus Field last. Then Simic Growth Chamber. And then it doesn't matter what order the rest of these triggers are in. So as long as we just make sure to float the Viseju before the Growth Chamber. And they're locked out of any untapped lands. They also only have 2 cards in hand, so I don't think I'm really worried about anything. Make a green. Make a blue. Green. Green. Blue. Green. 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 Doesn't matter. Yeah, so at this point, hopefully, once they see that I can just loop. Honestly, once I go through it this time, I'm just gonna make enough each time to do the loop one more time. Bounce Viseju. Stack. Lotus Field. Bounce land. Viseju land. Oh, I meant to bounce the yeah, whatever. Meant to bounce the T-West. And I could have. Whatever. I think I'm far enough ahead here that like it doesn't matter. Because now Aftermath Analyst is in the graveyard. They can what? Hardcast an Overlord. They Witch Enchanter, destroy one of the constructs. I just gotta go do the Aftermath Analyst loop again. Oh, actually I can't. Ooh. I can because I found a no. Combat, swing for 5. They'll block. I will make a Titan in response. Or not a Titan. Yeah. They can swing with the Overlord. Oh, and they can get the Solitude back. I'll just block with the Grazer. They can get the Solitude back, and then what? Solitude. One of my constructs, and I'll still swing for lethal. They play Polluted Delta. Make a construct. Yep, they do this now. Flash in the Solitude. They bounce my construct. I get another construct. I untap. I make another construct. I don't find anything. Now, we play the Growl Turf. Tapped. And we just get to kill them with an with a Titan. Correctly bounce the Telerius this time. Transmute Telerius using all the blue. Find Summoner's Pact number 3. Pact for Titan. Cast a Titan. Go down to 1 red in the pool. We go search for Hanor Battlements, Lotus Field. Say no to both these. Yeah, and then there we get to swing for lethal. Sideboarding. We just bring in the Dismembers and the Pajuka Bog. And we run it back like this. A little slow, but we have a lot of gas once we get there. So we'll keep a Hallowed Fountain or Meticulous Archive tapped. With Teleria West. Say go. We drew the Dismember, which is nice. They shock in a Hallowed Fountain. Play Psychic Frog. So we'll tap, play Amulet. Crumbling Vestige. We will Malevolent Rumble, and then I think we just force. We'll grab the Grazer out of this pile. And we'll force a reaction out of them by dismembering their Psychic Frog. Oh, or we just won't get any reaction. They play Overlord, and I'll pass. We draw an Explorer, so we'll Growth Chamber. Untap that. Bounce the Crumbling Vestige. Then we'll cast the Explorer using the colorless. Play an Amulet. There's a Consign. Okay. Play the Crumbling. Untap. Tap it. Make it green. Malevolent Rumble. Grab another Amulet. And we're going to play this Amulet while they're tapped out. And then pass it back. So we will float some mana. Play the Lotus Field. Untap. Tap the Lotus Field for green. Untap. Tap Lotus Field for green. Then sack Lotus Field, Simic Growth Chamber. Play the Aftermath Analyst. And they concede from that. So we got there 3-2. Yeah, I think this list is pretty solid. A few misplays for me, but otherwise, pretty solid list. And we will see you next time.